The Tour de France is an annual multi-stage bicycle race, one of cycling's 3 grand tours. It is held mostly in July and is considered the world's most prestigious road cycling event. This year's Tour de France will span some 3,470 kilometers over 3 weeks, with 21 stages. The competition begins on Saturday, July 6th in Nice, and ends on Sunday, July 28th when the peloton climbs the iconic Champs-Élysées in Paris. Teams of 8 cyclists each will compete for the right to don the coveted yellow jersey of the race leader. Much of this year's course will consist of mountain climbs, and riders will have to tackle some of the toughest descents in the Pyrenees and the Alps. Sprinters will also be competing, where they will test their mettle at flat stages such as Stage 10 from Isle d'Oléron to Isle de Ré. Alongside the sprinters, breakaway specialists and powerhouses will look to spring their teams to victory. The average speed of the race is also expected to be much higher than in previous years, with the road conditions largely favorable to cyclists. The biggest challenge the riders face this year will be the mountainous terrain that dominates the course, but they will also have to contend with heat waves and strong winds. The first week of the race will focus on the flat stages, allowing riders to test themselves on some of France's most iconic roads and beaches. After the flat stages, the race will move on to the Pyrenees, where riders will have to battle with gradients up to 10%. This section of the race will be crucial, as the results will affect the overall outcome of the Tour. The third week of the Tour will be the toughest, where riders will have to climb some of the highest mountains in France. The amount of time in the saddle will be increased during this period, as riders will have to endure multiple days of high altitude. The race will culminate with a mass sprint at the Champs-Élysées, as riders battle for the prestigious yellow jersey. The finale of the race is always an exciting affair, and this year's sprint is expected to be one of the best yet. This year's Tour de France is set to be as thrilling as ever, as riders embark on a 3,470-kilometer odyssey through some of France's toughest terrain. The Tour promises to be a great spectacle, with seasoned pros, gutsy sprinters, and breakaway specialists competing for the top spot. Many of the world's top riders are set to take part in the Tour, including the likes of Chris Froome, Tom Dumoulin, and Vincenzo Nibali. This year's race is tipped to be an epic battle, with plenty of twists and turns along the way. The Tour promises to be full of drama, with many of the world's best riders looking to take home the yellow jersey. On top of the usual spectacle of the race, fans can expect to see some of France's most beautiful scenery as the Tour winds through the picturesque countryside. The grueling climbs of the Pyrenees, coupled with the technical descents in the Alps, will surely test the mettle of the riders. The stages of the Tour will also be filled with excitement as the riders look to outdo each other in the pack.